Ohio was once the United States' industrial heart. Since the 1970s, though, that heart has been ripped out, leaving struggling and often violent and poor cities. Yet while you've heard of Cleveland and Akron, you probably haven't heard of the forgotten cities of Ohio.
People's all going mess up.
For every post-industrial Ohio city you've heard of, there are dozens that you haven't. Many are here in the Ohio River Valley, which separates Ohio from West Virginia and is home to places like East Liverpool.
What happened to East Liverpool when the steel left?
We lost a great deal of our middle class.
How is it living here?
There's just nothing to do.
East Liverpool was once the pottery capital of the world. It produced 60% of all the ceramics that were made in America.
Back in the 70s, after I graduated from high school, Hall China, they would just open their arms to college kids. If it would not have been for Hall China and me being able to work my way through college, I probably wouldn't have gotten a degree and taught for 30 years.
But after World War II, the U.S. began importing plates and other ceramics from Japan and later China at the same time that expensive automation technology priced out local businesses.
But pretty much ours are mostly gone. There might be one or two very small ones. I'm not really sure about that.
Businesses shuttered. The population declined by over 60% and drugs took over.
There was zombies walking everywhere, it beat it out, but now it's all methamphetamine.
Do you guys like have friends who've OD'd and shit?
Walking Memorial, man. Yeah, I've had quite a few.
I use fentanyl. I tried to kill myself 5 times with it too, but it never killed me. I snorted 2 grams of it. I was stuttering really bad. I couldn't talk for like over a month. But I'm lucky. They done CAT scans and stuff, and they said I'm healthy now. I guess that's just for saying prayers to God every day. But I've been clean for like 13 months now.
Incredible. One thing you hear a lot is, why do people do fentanyl?
I done it because it felt good. You didn't have to deal with reality. You could just sit in your home, just be a bum pretty much, and the only thing you worried about is your next fix.
Feeling about the future? What?
I don't know what to think because I want to see my kids. Hopefully they'll forgive me soon. I ain't tried to call them though. I ain't spoke to them in 4 years. I'm scared to call. I don't want to be rejected. My oldest daughter told me don't call her back until I'm not a drug addict no more. That hurts a lot.
This whole area was ground zero for the opioid epidemic, when companies worked with doctors to push pills like OxyContin. People got hooked, then turned to heroin, and today fentanyl is king.
What was the first time you had fentanyl?
When I was 50, I never really done drugs. I broke my back in '96. I was paralyzed and I had to work myself back. All they ever gave you were pain pills. I didn't know you could get help for them when I was 50. I didn't know. So I started buying street drugs. I started off with the heroin, but once when I had a taste of fentanyl, it was nowhere near the same.
Despite the struggles, though, people like Robin are fighting for East Liverpool's future.
We decided to make a group called the East Liverpool Beautification Society.
The goal being to beautify this town of East Liverpool.
Look down here, there's a fireman down there right now who volunteered his time. He is power washing our diamond.
I mean, so he's painting the top of that.
Yes, right there in the corner. We had this big fundraiser for people to buy paint.
Ah, that looks freshly painted.
Fire hydrants are all getting painted. Feeling like we're moving in the right direction, that's for sure. I think there is no place like East Liverpool. We have been down and out. We have really had some bad luck. For some reason, we are just a pretty resilient bunch.
Real quick, this is just part 1 of our Rust Belt series. If you're enjoying this video and are sick of legacy media's lies and spin, please subscribe for more. 15 miles south, the story repeats. Wellsville once had rail terminals, docks, and pottery manufacturing. The region's industry has shriveled, though, and Wellsville's population fell 70%.
What's Wellsville like?
It sucks. Like to do.
Are there jobs?
Not really.
As in East Liverpool, though, people here aren't giving up.
They'll come through that door on drugs, but after a while, they get cleaned up. We've had quite a few people that's given their life to the Lord that's been down and out without a home.
What is that process like where someone comes in, they're on drugs?
So you'll tell them about us. They'll come in, sit down. One of the girls or whatever go back, start talking to them, invite them back. They'll come back the next time. We just love them. You just gotta love them.
And we pray for favor, Lord, around them and their YouTube channel. When they put this on the other channels, Lord, that people that are watching it, it's going to explode.
Pray as they go back to New York that they would carry the love of Christ with them that they've learned today to do everything that they're doing, Lord.
Thank you so much. Wow, you all are the best.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you.
That is truly unbelievable.
That's one of the most moving things we've experienced.
Now, this entire area is at the center of Ohio's Appalachia. Driving into the mountains, it quickly becomes poor, remote, and beautiful. And the people, despite facing significant hardship, are unfazed, like this couple we met in the town of Irondale, population 326.
Where are we in the state of Ohio right now?
This is Irondale
Why is it called Irondale?
because of all the plants that were here years ago.
Oh, just a question. How long have you lived here?
About 35 years.
35 years.
Yeah,
and you raised your family here?
Yes.
Telling your kids love going to school and walking to
They
school?
did. They liked going out, just walking to school. They didn't walk up the path to the school. They just felt home. Because when the house burned down, we tried different places to live, and they want to come back here.
People's all gone, most of them passed away or moved away because of the work. And they're still going to be moving away because there still ain't no work around here.
Is anyone living in there?
Used to be a home. There used to be a home here. And my house is right there. I built it 15 years ago.
This is your house right here?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful home.
15 years ago.
You built it yourself?
Yeah. Me and my sons.
Further down the river are ex-industrial towns like Empire and Toronto. Many people in these places told us similar things. There isn't a ton of employment or things to do.
Ever since all the steel mills closed up, the only thing that really happens in this town anymore is people trying to get into Timet for the only pretty much work that's left here. Really thing that goes on this here in town is you go to church and you go get drunk at the bars. Our region's pretty much dead ever since the steel mills closed up.
Now that they shut down the power plant, it kind of went to crap.
Do most people have jobs or?
I'm on disability. I ended up f***ing up my shoulder really bad. I can't lift more than 50 pounds, so I don't work at the moment. I've been trying to find something that doesn't involve lifting, but that's hard to come here. You're either working in food or you're working in the only two manufacturing facilities, which is Timet and Bulldog, which makes metal racks.
But there's community and everybody knows everybody.
Are you from Ohio?
No, I'm from downstate West Virginia.
Virginia.
I don't know hillbilly. Yeah.
What brought you up here?
Work.
How do you like it up here?
I love it here. I think I'm gonna stay.
No way. What do you love about it?
It's just nice people, good job, good boss. It's not like being out in the woods.
What's it like living out in the woods?
It's fun, but it's work.
Yeah.
You gotta go catfishing,
Yeah.
deer hunting, what have you, you know.
Catch your food?
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you grow food out in the woods?
Oh, hell yeah. Among other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What should people know about the residents of this area? Just
We may not all get along, but when it comes down to someone needing something, you know, we'll put our differences aside and actually jump in to help.
Further down the river may be the region's most unique city, Steubenville.
we're about to head to Steubenville. What do you guys think of Steubenville?
It's worse than here.
Steubenville was a boom town, known as the city of churches.
There are 18 churches downtown.
It's like 33 different churches here.
They were built at a time when there was lots and lots of money.
It's famed for its architecture and being the hometown of Dean Martin, one of post-World War II America's most famous singers and actors.
My dad used to play kick the can with Dean Martin and Jimmy the Greek.
Today, it's home to Franciscan University, a prominent conservative Catholic school which has kept the city alive.
If it wasn't for Franciscan in Steubenville, you wouldn't be here right now. I probably wouldn't be here right now.
The thing that's really keeping us going is the college.
They're at least a fourth of our local economy.
Still, Steubenville has lost its industry and most of its people, leaving a nearly empty downtown.
It is a total ghost town out here. And just about everyone I talk to or try to talk to can't talk on camera because they're seemingly all on drugs. One woman came up crying, saying that she needed to buy her cancer medicine. Her daughter had died. She was getting mugged, all this stuff. Another guy was just tweaking out. He was on I don't know what. And a third guy said he couldn't talk because of legal issues, but he was also kind of tweaking out. And it is just extremely grim. Very hard to find anyone to talk to here in Steubenville, Ohio.
Throughout the city, you see people in hoodies shuffling down vacant streets. If you stand outside for an extended period, you'll hear people screaming or begging you for money for drugs.
We know there's a bad drug situation in Steubenville. What's it like on the ground?
It's everywhere. You can't walk out of your door without running into someone that's doing their drug run.
Is it true that there was a section of the city like 25 years ago where there would be prostitutes on the street?
Still are.
So many people that got addicted or dead.
Really?
I actually even saved a couple of them.
So what's Steubenville like?
Hell, it's a small town.
Hell? We heard hell in a small town. Which one is it?
My family's been here since 1919. Great uncle said that this was a place for steel mills, coal, and all that.
What about steel, coal? Any of that left?
Steel's gone. 30.
Come on vacation, leave on probation. Come on vacation, leave on probation.
How long have you lived in this area?
20 years.
20 years. How has this area changed in the last 20 years?
I don't know, I'd say more violence now.
More drugs? What's the drug situation like?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Do you like it here?
No, there's really no jobs or anything here,
Yeah.
to be honest.
How is it here?
It's alright. This place is polluted.
With drugs?
Yes.
What kind of drugs?
Just about every single kind.
Are overdoses a problem?
Yeah.
From
That and homeless situations. A lot of people were sleeping in bandos.
Yet others say the city is coming back and has never lost its charm.
People from all over the country that are moving to Steubenville, growing up here, living here as a citizen, there is something, it's called freedom. You can be a Democrat or you can be a Republican and we all get along.
What brought you to Steubenville?
I grew up in California. I came here for college and then I moved back to California thinking everything's going to be wonderful. My children were all growing up and I just realized that the place where I was living before was not really the culture that I wanted our kids to grow up in. It was very materialistic and we wanted something that was more faith-based, something that was more family-friendly.
I was gone for 15 years. I was living in Indiana for a while, and I come back and I was just so shocked how beautiful this place is now. Yeah, the downtown's beautiful.
Yeah,
you know,
it is.
Breakfast Suite.
Yeah.
That wasn't there when I left, and the crime's just about gone.
So what brought you to Steubenville?
Try to start a new life.
Yeah.
Couldn't find nowhere I can live in West Virginia,
Yeah.
so I moved over here.
Has Steubenville gotten better or worse since 1999?
There was a time that when we first came down in 1999, it was okay. You know, downtown was starting to die. But when the malls started to fade away, you know, Walmart, thank God, they came in and brought it back up. And now it's starting to come around. And the reason why it's coming around is there's a family in town called the Nelson. The Nelsons own pretty much everything on 4th Street. That's it, man.
10 years from now, how will Steubenville compare to Steubenville now?
Okay, I'll be honest. I think it's really up on an upswing. You know, there's some good people coming in. Franciscan every day puts more money in that college.
That's great.
Every day.
You said you've lived here for how long?
But 35 years.
How has Steubenville changed in that time?
Oh, gotten significantly better because at the time I moved here, steel mills were just not quite closed down. We lost like 70,000 jobs. But in the last 10 years or even 15, lots of revitalization down here, all kinds of things happening. I mean,
in each of these cities, a similar image emerged. They lost their industry, but resilient people have fought to turn it around. Perhaps the best message came from a barista in an East Liverpool cafe who wrote a Bible verse on my coffee.
Went into a cafe here to grab a coffee, and they write a Bible verse on
Wow.
here. Do you know the verse?
Isaiah 9:2. I don't.
I Googled it. It is. The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Those who lived in a land of deep darkness, on them light has shined.
Given the struggles and resilience of the people in Appalachian Ohio, that verse couldn't have been more fitting. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for the rest of our Rust Belt series. We'll be back soon with videos from Youngstown, Ohio, Cleveland, Akron, and Flint, Michigan.